Uranus in the star constellation Gemini. What is the energy for the next 8 years? So this week Uranus entered into the star constellation Gemini after being in the star constellation of Taurus for the last 8 years. So this energy will last until 2033. So I just have to say that I'm not an astrologer. I'm just very curious about different types of energy. So if you have any questions about astrology and astrological signs, etc., you have to ask an astrologer or seek the information on the internet, same as I have done. I just read tarot and read the energy for this event. So, with that said, Uranus is the ruling planet of the zodiac sign Aquarius. And I feel that we are now in the Aquarian time because Pluto entered into the zodiac sign Aquarius previously this year. So we now have two strong energies of Aquarius. Now Aquarius are the rebels of the zodiac signs. It's all about change, it's all about freedom, it's all about ambitions, using your intuition, of course, and motivation. Now, since it's in the star constellation Gemini, the things the Aquarius is an air sign, just as Gemini, and that means that the communication will be crucial throughout this period of time. And because Gemini is ruled by the planet Mercury, we all know Mercury retrograde, so yeah, it will be a very challenging energy for each and every one of us. It will shake up how we think, it will shake up how we learn, and as I said, it will shake up how we communicate and connect with the collective. So, with that said, I'm very curious and interested in what is the message from Spirit about this. So, as you can see, I've pulled out some different oracle cards with messages at the back. This will be the overall energy, of course, about this Uranus in Gemini. Now, one important thing that I read about this was that the last time Uranus was in Gemini was during World War II. So from the period of 1941 to 1948 was the last time Uranus was in Gemini. And we all know what happened during those years, and of course what happened after. After the war was over, and this event has had a crucial effect on how the world is today. So have that in mind. So let's look at, I want to look at the first one in the middle. Ooh, so communication. Yes, as I said, it's shaking up how we think, learn, communicate, and connect. So we have to be more adaptable, we have to be more flexible, and explore also new ways of expressing ourselves. Look at how this reminds me of I've figured out what this is called. It's the Sufi dance. You know, it's a beautiful trancing dance from the Middle East. I think it's especially in Turkey, but yeah. So the Sufi dance is, you can see that this they have this special frock that are sewn heavy loads in the frock, so they will be in balance when they swirl around and round and round and round, and they come into some sort of trance. Yes, and that is how you can communicate with spirit when you are in a transcendic state of mind. And you can see all these, this reminds me of, for example, the stones in Stonehenge. I know that that is most known to the general public, Stonehenge in the UK. But there are many stone formation like this in different places in the European continent, of course. So there are, of course, a lot of these in the UK, and we have found these. I also know we have found these in Denmark, and we have also found these formation in Sweden. So maybe it's a sign for you to go to those places during those next 8 years. You have 8 years now to do this. I've been to Stonehenge myself once, and it's quite impressive. It's much more larger, the area. It's much more larger than you can imagine. And the stones are, of course, much higher than you can imagine. And there is something about the energy of this area. I can't describe it because you have to experience it yourself. But of course, the Stonehenge area are closed off, so you can't access and touch the stones. You just look at it, unfortunately, from a distance. But of course, it's to preserve those ancient stones, of course, and there are so many tourists visiting it each and every day. And I want to check out, because there is something about this turquoise color. So I had, fortunately, my notes about different colors beside me, because I like to seek up different kind of information. And the turquoise is, of course, about the dialogue, about the communication. So this color is also about liberating your soul, and that is all that Aquarius is all about, liberation. So this is absolutely amazing. Now let's look at the other card. Expecting miracles. Yes, miracles are blossoming in my life, and that is also the energy with Uranus in Gemini. Stay open to surprising events. There will be surprising events throughout the next 8 years. So have that in mind. Whatever this is, I really don't hope it is talking about the new world war, but we have to, unfortunately, be open to that. That can happen, yes. But let's focus on ourselves and our own intentions, and hope that miracles will happen in our lives like we want them to. Now let's look at the Moonology card. So we have the dark moon with the past. So this is what you are leaving behind, of course. You are leaving the past behind you now. You can see the snakes here, and this means that you have shed your skin, and it's time for a new age, a new future, a new beginning. Yeah, something, a new age, the Aquarian age. Okay, let's see. So yeah, this is how you communicate. This is how we are now focusing on how we are communicating with each other throughout the collective, and of course also with spirit. No more projecting energy. And if so, if you project energy, let's project positive energy to each other. Mirror happiness and joy. Because if you want miracles to happen in your life, you have to look at it from a positive mindset, because you are expecting miracles to happen, and that is why you are consciously happy and motivated. Okay, so we'll pull out some cards as always. Uranus in Gemini. So only one flipping card, but I feel like those two at the back, and I felt one more. Is it this one or this one? Okay, so the three cards at the back, very interesting. Now there will be another card at the back. Okay, let's look at the four that we have pulled out. Wow, believing in magic. This is the magician with existence. Yeah, questioning what you have learned previously in the past. Is the thing that are the things that you have learned in the past, is it aligned with you any longer? You're starting to question your beliefs, and you're starting to question, is it correct? Whatever you have learned, for example, in school, what have you learned in school? Especially from a historic perspective, I will say, from the past. You know, historical perspective. We are still discovering new things about history that we had an opinion about just until recently, and we have found out that the theory was all wrong. We have the Eight of Swords with guilt. Beautiful. We have the Hierophant with nothingness. I love this card. It's a little bit difficult to interpret because, you know, no image, it's all dark. But we have the dark moon. And the last one, wow, beautiful. We have the Empress with creativity. Yes, creating new things. So we have been guilt tripping. You are being asked now to shake up your belief system, right? We have been putting on some beliefs throughout the last, maybe soon 100 years. At least the last 80 years since this energy was with us the last time, and we are being questioned. What have we learned so far? Is it true? Is it true for you? Is it true for us? We have been guilt tripping for our past sins, but it's time to have a clean slate now. It's time for the clean slate. From nothing, everything was created. If you just wipe out the past is the past. There's nothing we can do about the past anymore. When you realize that there is a clean slate now, there are possibilities for creativity to enter into your life. Think of new ways of how to live your life, right? It's time for us to maybe walk out of the intention and thinking that we have to earn money to survive, right? What if we can live of trade? I give you one service, you give me one service back, and voila. We don't have to think about money, we don't have to think about stocks, we don't have to think about worrying, etc., etc. I know that there are many shareholders that are shaking in their pants when I say this. But I don't care. It's time to think new, in new ways. Yes, the ripeness. This is the Nine of Pentacles. It's overdue time to think new. It's overdue time to think in new ways, as I said, with, for example, trade. And how we communicate with each other, how we communicate with spirit, and how we see the world. Yeah, beautiful energy. I love this. I will embrace this Uranus with Gemini with 100% open arms, because I am 100% convinced that we need a new way of living and need a new way of thinking, a new way of learning things. So I thank you so much for those of you who have watched the entire video. Wish you all the best throughout this next 8 years, and take really good care of yourself. Bye for now.